The Ottoman hosts have arrived at the walls of Constantinople. It's like 1453 all over again, apart from someone hasn't reminded the Latin Empire that they do not hold Constantinople anymore. But yes, the Latins are here defending against the Ottoman Empire in this 3v3 siege battle, and yeah, we're at Constantinople. We've done a whole host of Constantinople siege battles, but I've been told that this is a pretty super close one. That comes down to like both sides have like less than 1,000 men by the end of it. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how this one goes. But yeah, the Latins are not alone. They have 2 Latin armies, but on the far side over here, we do have a Venetian army as well, which is kind of, you know, historically sort of like accurate. The Venetians and the Latin Empire were pretty close, and sort of like in sort of like friendliness and alliances. The Venetians helped the Latins take Constantinople in 1204. And we have some Lanciari, like spears here. They're already getting focused down. Looks like by some Janissary gunners here as well. It looks like we're going to see some of the peasants of Constantinople flee at the last minute to try and escape this bloody siege. And it looks like as well we're about to see an assault here from some despot spears as they're going in again. It looks like some malicious spears of the Latins. But yeah, and there you go. It looks like the despot spears are going to fall back, whether that's because, yeah, General's bodyguard coming forward here from the Latin Empire. It's tier 1 cav. So, you know, I thought the tier 3 spears of the despot spears would do okay. It seems they're still scared of a charge anyway, and they're going to turn around now and try and inflict some damage onto that general. And there you go, the first bit of action in this siege battle. It's a bit of technically a sally out, really, by the Latins here, and they're still doing some decent damage, actually. Doing a lot of damage to this heavy spear unit here. The general only lost the 1 rider. I'd send the spears out to maybe support with this, or it looks like we're going to see men-at-arms actually sally out as well. And a tower has collapsed. And that is huge. Is that enemy general dead? That has killed an enemy general in literally the first few like sort of seconds of this battle. So that is a really bad luck there for the Latins, who are already down in general. I mean, like, for his general to die as well, out of 53 out of 60, that is just really unlucky. But despot spears are getting surrounded and killed off there by the men-at-arms. I think that tower has collapsed as well because of a great bombard snipe over there. So that is one of the shots of the century, that is for sure. And they're going to try, I guess, maybe just fire into that massive cavalry. They've done a really good job. They're actually down. Look at the amount of cavalry dead now. 35 out of 60. They've done some incredible damage there. And it looks like as well the Sultan coming forward, and he's trying to use his missile capability to do some damage onto that cavalry as well. But yeah, that cavalry sally, in the end, not worth it. I'd say they lost a general, they've lost a lot of cav. They only killed off 1 spear unit. And now the militia as well is getting focused down in that choke point there. It looks like the Latins are responding by destroying some towers. Some of these light towers are definitely not going to last very long if they move up towards the walls. And it looks like we've got a bit of a sally out here as well from some Venetian shock infantry. They're fighting some bastion. But yes, if you're enjoying all things 1212 AD and would like to see some more glorious medieval siege battles, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment show support, guys. It really does help out the channel. And yes, do let me know who you're rooting for. Are you team, I don't know, Latins as we'll call them, or are you team Ottomans? You let me know. Looks like we've got the Janissaries as well. These heavy Janissary infantry here, like the hybrids. They're firing in overtime right now, focusing down into this choke point here, trying to do as much damage as possible. And it looks like, yeah, the Fanti Damar there are also starting to kill off these bastion. That is something that Venice has in its favour, as they have a lot of heavy shock infantry for like tier 2 and tier 3 if they want it. And yeah, you can see the Ottoman Turk gunners here just blasting any Lanciari as they get too close. But they need to get back inside the walls and stay safe there. We've got also got gunners over here. They look like they're doing their bit, trying to shoot into all of the shock and the gunners over here that are blobbing up. Yeah, it looks like the despot spears might have re-rallied, but they're not going to do too much as well. They are actually destroying every single tower. Look at all these towers being destroyed here. Yeah, they're making sure they're all gone before they even go in. These great bombards barely destroyed a wall. They are, yeah, just being solely used to destroy fort towers right now. And they've got how many of them? 1, 2. This is another one here. It looks like, yeah, 3. 4 great bombards. These things are in overtime right now, firing. There's an insane amount of artillery being brought by the Ottomans. Yeah, they got another 6. They got 6 great bombards. Insane amounts. Yeah, they're just going to reduce Constantinople's walls to ashes, pretty much. Here we go, another sally out by the Fanti de Mar. In goes the Janissary shock infantry. This will be a bit more of an interesting matchup. The wall outside, the fight outside the walls continues.
We have destroyed their defenses.
And again, the Venetians are sallying out with their shock infantry. These steel-clad, axe-wielding madmen going out to club some Ottomans. I'd say some Ottomans, but there aren't many actual Ottoman troops. A lot of like Eastern European auxiliaries for them in this battle, like Sisi and the Despot Spears of like Bulgaria. We've got a general selling out here. It's a bit of a risky move here from Venice after one general already being lost for the defenders in the early stages. Can they afford to lose a second? Not really. Looks like we're going to see the Latin general that's been killed off already charge in. He's charging into the back of his own Venetian allies. And all he's going to be rewarded with is some volleys in the face from those archers back there. So yeah, not really a great use of assets. Janissary Billmen coming forward as well, so they're going to try and use those Billmen to, I guess, try and get a bit of an advantage in this shock fight. The swords they're winning against with their own shock infantry, but yeah, the shock here is actually decimating the spears. We have crossbows on the wall. They're also going to start focusing down the Billmen as they move forward, and they're already starting to drop, already losing 4 Billmen. Yeah, lots of crossbows, lots of gunners, all working in overtime right now to try and get some stuff done. So yeah, there's a lot more to still come in on this Ottoman army over here. The other Ottoman army taking a bit, or the other 2 Ottoman armies over here, taking their time. I guess they got Azap swords, so they want to maybe use their javies before they go in. They only light melee infantry. You probably don't want to be throwing these guys in without any sort of javi support. And another bit of wall is crumbling down. But not really jabbing, that's for sure. I don't know if there's other parts going to come. Yeah, that wall's coming down. This whole wall here is going to come down. That'll collapse into the militia there, doing more damage to them. So they need to fall back the militia just a little bit, just to avoid any sort of like damage from the wall collapse. It looks like the defenders are planning to already defend in depth nearer towards the citadel. It looks like the walls are already being given up, and it looks like they're preparing to defend the streets of Constantinople to the end. And they've got trebuchets back here, so yeah, they've got some of their own sort of cards up their sleeve. You can say there's actually multiple trebuchets back here, and they can get 200-300 kills. And late in the game, that could be huge. You never know. But there you go. Yeah, another part of the wall has collapsed, and actually I don't think it did too much damage to the militia. I think they're still okay when it comes to strength 81. They are going to get javied in a moment by the Azaps, or not. Actually, it looks like the Azaps are going to cancel the javies and just go in. There you go. Technically, the Ottomans have stepped inside Constantinople. Only a few yards, but I'm sure that will become many, many more soon. Looks like they've done the same over here as well. These look more like Despot Spears in here, so yeah, they're throwing in the heavy infantry. Spears are pretty decent now. They've had a bit of an upgrade in 12.12 in recent updates, so they are not too shabby. And yeah, we've got the weakened one, a very strong Despot Spear, and the Sisi here. And is the Cav? I was thinking it was the Cav that's going to go straight through the gates. The gates are still held by the Latins. So they're just going to, I guess, keep it in behind. So if they break through the spear line, they have cav ready to break through. I guess that's the plan. Back by the Venetian gate. Looks like it's not gone great here for Venice. The Lanciari are routing. Looks like... Did another jet... Looks like... Oh my gosh. Look at this armored cav. Looks like another cav unit might have sallied out. I'm not sure whose. There's Umini to arm there. Who's this? General's bodyguard for Venice sallied out as well. He's still alive, but he's very banged up. Yeah, some poor moves here by the defenders early on. They need to start thinking about withdrawing. And they are going to use this catapult. They are going to use all their wall artillery. I guess, I mean, screw it. Who cares? If like the attackers are using 6 great bombards, use all the wall artillery while you got it. They're burning some of the Ottomans down there. Really good shots with the trebuchet hitting multiple janissaries down there. Looks like they are going to try and make a bit of a kill zone inside the walls. Anything that comes in is going to get charged by Venetian cavalry by the looks of it. I mean, later on into the game, the tight streets of Constantinople won't benefit cav charges. I'm surprised they brought as much cav as they have, the defenders. They're going to need those extra funds for good shock and spears. Yeah, the militia spear line here, it's not going to hold for long. And the Ottomans will be inside very, very shortly. There you go. I think they've actually already just broken through there. Very nice. We have got, yeah, lots of cav men-at-arms, a lot of light ladder men-at-arms of varying different ages here. I mean, it doesn't seem like there was rules on which tier you wanted to bring. You could bring tier 2, tier 3 by looks of it. Tier 1 if you wanted to. I mean, they brought a tier 1 general. Did one of the Latins, and look how it cost them. They lost their general pretty quickly. It looks like we're going to see some sort of assault here by the Ottomans. Yeah, they're trying to bait the cav out. They're trying to get some archer volleys into them, weaken that cav. Really smart. I mean, the Ottomans are kind of installed here, unless they bring their own cav forward, which they really should. The Vlastella here. Just bring them forward, bring some shock or pole-arm support. They'll be absolutely fine. But yeah, the bastion catapult here, I mean, I'd start looking at other targets. I'd start trying to shoot the cav back here. I wouldn't bother about these guys. Shoot the cav, shoot anything in reserve. Don't worry about those tiny little units there. They're not going to cause any more issues, I would have thought. But yeah, more men-at-arms over here. I mean, you could go for a bit of a cav fight, potentially here. If the Ottomans want it, I think you could do it. I mean, the Vlastella, yeah, coming across here. Looks like we've got multiple units of Vlastella coming across. I think the Ladins and the Venetians could play a bit of a cav fight here. They kept a spear unit or something close like crossbows. They could have definitely given them a run for their money. But yeah, these 3 cav units here against 2 Ottomans, sorry. I think that's pretty good odds. They might be tier 3, but or these tier 3, tier 2, tier 2. It'll be close. It would be close. They got the charge, the Latins, and they'll definitely be looking really good. Here we go. Looks like men-at-arms going in. Tier 2 going against tier 3. Oh, these have chevrons. That's going to help the Ottomans. Yeah, immediately the Ladins losing that fight. That's not great. This one looking a little bit better, but actually, yeah, it's combat even. That one looks not so bad. So they do want to find this tight street because that's just helping the infantry here of the Ottomans get involved. They should turn that round very easy. Now should be an easy win for the Ottomans there. This one though could be a bit more problematic. You can see the Venetian cav here looks like he's going to go for pole arms. Now changing his mind, rear charging. That's really good. This one was more even, I think, because it was a tier 3 against a tier 3. The chevrons was all that was really making the difference. The men-at-arms actually pulled out, and the general here, the Latin general, is in a spot of bother early on here. I mean, he's again. We can see another Latin general being killed off here. You got to remember that morale is pretty useful in 12-12 and in generally in artillery. If you lose generals early on, you're going to lose your armies pretty quickly. Delhi Lancers here coming in to try and back this. They're only a light cav unit, but encircling the Latin forces here, they might, help just get their quick victory there. And the cav is looking like it's going to get devastated. This is all cavalry that's coming over from this other flank over here, where they've already been victorious and broken through. Yeah, all this fast-moving cav arriving to turn the cav fight around in favor of the Ottomans. Looks like we're going to see a sacrifice here from the men-at-arms to save their general. And that was a catastrophic cav fight in the end for the Latins. They lost a lot of cav and nearly lost another general. And they're going to have to fall back. There's gunners over here that are looking like they're ready. If they can get a good volley off, they could maybe do some damage here to the Vlastella.
Our forces have found
this general might have been caught. No,
fight.
He's still going to get out of here, but he nearly got caught. But yeah, there you go. That is not good. And the Ladins have been pushed back already to the streets of Constantinople. Yes, if you have any glorious sort of 12-12 AD replays or any Total War replays that you'd like to have sent in, do feel free to send them into my Discord. The link is down below in the description. All are welcome to send them in. Always looking for more glorious sort of replays for Total War, whether that's 12-12, whether it's Dawnless Days, Napoleon, whatever you have, do send it in. I'll give it a look. Yeah, this one was sent in by a sub, and he said, like I said, it was really close. Comes down to less than 1,000 men on either side. But I won't spoil who wins. definitely have to stick around to the end to see who does, and you better have some snacks and some drinks because you're going to need them for this
The men
one.
are running! Cowards!
But yeah, I think I'm going to make a quick cut. I'm going to just see what the Ottomans do next because I have a feeling they're going to take a bit of time, get their armies in before they engage. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a moment. We are back, and the Janissaries are already up to their tricks. They are already firing plenty of volleys over the walls here, trying to do some damage to these handgunners, which are already running for shelter as they want to try and get a nice volley of these Azap swords down as they come down the road, and they have got a decent volley off there. Killing a few of them, but not doing too much in the way of damage, to be honest. Just, yeah, killing like 1 or 2. Nothing too exciting there from the gunners, but already, yeah, the Ottomans are putting a good amount of pressure on the handgunners here. They are taking a while to actually kill these handgunners. For medium handgunners, I would have thought that like 3 or 4 arch units focusing you down, it wouldn't take too long, but apparently it does. We also have some crossbows here. I think they're trying to help out the gunners and sort of just volley the Janissaries with their crossbows. And we've got some Javies as well, also now having to run back. These guys all have no general as well, so they probably could break pretty quickly. And yeah, the gunners actually are dropping a lot quicker now, I think because they're running away and also just because they've got through all the armor. So yeah, all of a sudden, look at this. The Janissary pressures allow the Azaps to come forward. They're probably going to just Javi all these tier 1 spears here and probably do as much damage as they can to them before they even go into melee, which is probably the best play. Over here, this looks like a much tougher defense to break. But you can still easily get side shots with the Janissaries if they want to, like here, and this sort of like patch of green, just side shot into the gunners there, and probably on this side as well, which they've actually have left that open. Whether that was a play, I don't know, but I mean, yeah, it looks like they've just kind of left that area open, which again would just allow the Janissaries to side shot if they wanted to. But certainly this Ottoman army over here, looking a lot more banged up, I'd say, having fought the Venetians. They look, yeah, in a real sad state, really. It's really going to come down to the other Janissary armies, the other Ottoman armies, which fought like 3 or 4 Latin units, including a general, technically, and killed that general with the snipe of the century. So yeah, the Azab swords going in. Are they going to throw their Javies? Doesn't look like they are. I think this player's forgotten to activate his Javies for his Azabs. If anything, he's just making it harder on himself. There you go, Azap's going in. I mean, it's a tier 3 sword infantry against a tier 1 spear. Technically, they should win that fight. They should win this fight in a tier 3 versus a tier 1 sort of scenario. Yes, the crescent moon of the Ottomans. Now battles against the gold cross of the Latin Empire. I don't really know what you describe their banner as, to be honest. You can see it there, it's the golden cross, really. With some more golden crosses. It's a cool banner though, I do like it. Latin Empire, one of my favourite factions. I kind of like playing as them, they're very underrated in my opinion. But yes, this tier 1's speed with no general, I can't imagine it's going to last very long. We are seeing Javies coming up, and I think this is how you got to play it. You don't just start with your cards on the table, like everything that you want to throw in. Throw the Javies forward. They're going to try and hit these Billmen, I have a feeling. That's what they're being brought forward for. They're not going to try and kill the Azaps. They're going for the Billmen. If they can get a few volleys off now, they're just going to keep throwing every volley they can because they're going to get focused down here by Janissaries. So just, yeah, there you go. Get the Javies off. How many are they going to kill? 1, 2... Not many, that's for sure. Keep throwing! These are technically like Spaniards that are in the service of the Latins, and they need to keep throwing their Javies. Where are they going? Oh, they're going down here. I guess, yeah, the Billmen could have found another route down. This also, it would be a better play just to bring the Javies over here and then just go down here. Be a threat. These gunners are firing for some reason. They need to hold their fire as well. But yeah, this definitely absolutely is a better place to be a pest and a pain with the javelins, because it's probably a bit more out of range of the archers. But this is why you keep your cav for. I think the narrow streets, yeah, are a bit hard to then pathfind, but you could always try and do some sallies out. Like, I mean, you got the archers here. I know they have a barricade in a way over here, but if they didn't have a barricade, they could have sallied out, maybe gone for a few charges here, being a bit of a pain, at least scared off the archers. It would have allowed other stuff like the crossbows and the javelin men to actually be of use. We're seeing swords going in, sergeants going in. What are they? They're tier 3. Okay, they should maybe kill these Azaps off. Don't know about anything else. The archers, you know, are being a real pain. Honestly, I don't think they can staying fighting here, the Latins. I mean, you can see, like, I mean, if they keep moving down here, the Janissaries, they can keep firing up until about here. So really, the Latins have to like start defending from about this sort of choke point here, or pretty much where the spear is here. They should really fall back to, just to deny the Janissaries from getting flanking shots, and then they can defend sort of around here as well on the coastline. I guess it's probably the best spot for them. Well, actually, they don't need to defend that really. They might want to just defend here-ish, just to avoid getting a flank shot. Yeah, somewhere around about there, I'd say. I'd probably hold on this sort of like line here, actually, where these 3 random buildings are. That's where I'd hold now, because I don't think... You can see the volleys coming in. I mean, the Janissaries are using a lot of ammo, but they're killing a lot of units as well. Like, it's not going to waste. We have got shock infantry here now. These are Latin con, aren't they? Or dismounted men-at-arms. Oh yeah, Latin con, I think it's like airport, something like that. Yeah, dismounted men-at-arms, they are doing some damage. I mean, going up against Janissaries as well. It looks like, yeah, the sergeant's getting focused down here. Sad to see. And the bombards still have ammo. I actually would like to see whether they can wheel those guys up to actually make any use of them in the late game. But honestly, I don't think they will. Oh, great move here by the Ottomans, pulling out the infantry. Another cav's going to get a great charge into these dismounted men-at-arms. It's only a light shock cav, but on a charge like that, you can still do wonders against shock infantry. Did okay. I actually think the Delhi Lancers might have lost more men than the dismounted men-at-arms. I'm not sure, but the volley that came about of arrows after is also doing some serious damage. And there you go. That Delhi Lancers should probably finish off the sword there. Yep. Mowed them down. Didn't lose a man that time, the Delhi Lancers. But yeah, I mean, these crossbows here, I mean, should take the advantage, take the opportunity, just start shooting hitting these Janissary shock infantry. They're going to stand here just in the open. Start shooting them. Whether the Javis could maybe be of a pain somewhere, I don't know. I maybe would risk throwing them forward now. I'd maybe go and see if you can get them on that barricade and start jabbing up there. Maybe move the spear forward again. Try and sort of recontest this little square here. All you have to do is just throw the Javis on here, kill as many Janissaries as possible. That'll be what I do. But yeah, he's just allowing his Javis to get focused down. Not a good play with the javelins so far in today's game. Cav over on this side, wavering? What from? Like maybe just crossbow fire. Nothing exciting, just some crossbows. Trebuchets have moved forward, by the way. Looks like they have decided that it's time to... Well, actually, there's still 2 back there. It's just a 3rd trebuchet. I must have missed this one. But yeah, this trebuchet is going to, I think, move to this square here, which is not a bad spot to actually have it positioned. And the Latin, or the Venetian player here can just really sort of be frustrating on this Ottoman army. That's an absolute great play, I feel like. I mean, the trebuchet could like maul up this. This is a great formation for the trebuchet. Aim for the middle. If you overshoot, you hit something. If you undershoot, you hit something. It's a great position, a great formation. Keep that up there, Ottomans, and the Venetians will not complain. Azap's here moving forward. The crossbow should really be focusing these guys down. Doesn't look like they're doing anything. Just looks like they're just trying to protect themselves from Janissary's fire. And these guys have got some serious chevrons, silver chevrons, which I think they haven't earned. They've just been given. And we got some Scipii Cav as well on the way down. But yeah, lots of movement down on the coastline here. Looks like they're going to take the docks of the Ottomans. And they're going in again against some tier 1 spear infantry with the Azaps. And again, the Azaps aren't using their ammunition. This player is making it really hard on himself. He's using light infantry, which have Javis, and he's not using the Javis, which is probably their one skill. In fairness, though, he's going against tier 1 spears, so does he really need that help? I don't know. But yeah, I would imagine that the Ottomans with the right support could win this one. They should win this one anyway, the Ladins. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Azaps, yeah, easily being defeated. I think it's helping with crossbow fire here. Yeah, it's shooting into the sides. This is now a position I feel like, you know, The Ottomans could be really hurt. I think they could be really hurt at this little choke point here. Whether the Janishes and the guard Solak archers that they brought here can be able to get decent shots into the sides of these units. They are going to, looks like, focus down the skirmishers again. I mean, come on, man. If you're going to use your skirmishers, please use them. Like, these guys have just been wasted, I think, so far. Gunners, again, look like they're going to try and fire. And you can see CPI Cav coming forward. They're going to try and get the javelin, I think. They're going to actually just sacrifice the javies. They'll get one volley off. They won't even do that. Oh my god, what a waste. I love a Javi unit. It can be so useful late game against something like a pole arm or a shock infantry or a general. Wasting these units. This is the tier 3 one. It was a sacrificial lamb unit, but I think he could have maybe sacrificed the spear instead because, well, I honestly think the Ottoman player wouldn't have dared charge a spear unit, even if it's a tier 1 unit. I don't think he would have charged. He would have been like, nah, not today. Because then he could have used the Javies against the Cav. But hey, worth a go. And the Aladdins have been pushed back once again. Numbers-wise, it's 4,300 against 4,200. Both sides very, very, well, I wouldn't say low on men. I don't think actually any side higher than, yeah, nearly 6k. Both sides very even on man count, though. It's always good for a siege battle. You want it to be close. Latins definitely don't have the balance of Cav. I think this is a Cav and tier of infantry they brought. Again, that tier 1 spear getting stuck in here. The Azaps again didn't use their javies. They just keep charging in that lunatic. And I respect the hustle. Like, screw it. We won't even use our one ability that we have. We'll just go in and try and kill as many of these infidels as we can. Shock infantry now going in. That should easily turn that around. Dismounted men-at-arms there. We've already seen a bit of action earlier on in this siege battle. Again, missiles here. It just seems like missile superiority right now for the Ottomans. Really, they should be using these crossbows to do some damage, but they're not doing anything with them, weirdly. It's like these crossbows need to be activated. Start firing soon. Take out their Janishes. This is a light range melee infantry. Like, they are light bows, pretty much. You could start to shoot these guys down, do some damage. Vlad CC coming forward, so we're seeing some more experience, the proper infantry coming in now. But yeah, I mean, the Ottomans still have a fair amount to go. I mean, a lot of sharks, still got a lot of billmen as well. They have got the grenadiers, or the Nafatoons, I should call them. But yeah, they have some decent units still to go. I'd say they're running out of sort of like sword infantry. They've got like another one here, but yeah, they don't have much in the way of actually like proper sword infantry. Just a lot of shark, a lot of axes. I see some axes as well back here. The Kambazan. But yeah, they haven't brought masses, I'd say, of sort of like spear and sword units with a shield. So later on in the game, maybe the Ottomans will start to suffer because they'll just have sort of units that can't missile block. Gunners here, I think they're just chipping away at the Lancer Provisionati, which is fine. I think just those stand in the street, and if the Ottomans try to push down here, you can easily get into position before they're ready. The shame that they don't have another cav unit just waiting, because again, this would have been a great opportunity just to charge straight in. I mean, down the street here, you've got an arch unit and also a gunner unit that could have been easily killed off. Still fighting strong in this choke point here. Looks like the Vlad CC needs some support. It looks like they're going to get another unit of the same unit there. Some more Serbs going in. That's actually just has tipped the battle in favor of them. This amount of men-at-arms are losing now. And we got 4 units of archers here. There's a gunner unit here. Doesn't look like they have much else in the way of range. Apart from obviously the Nafatu, and they've got the artillery as well. So yeah, once they've run out of ammo here, which they actually are starting to do so, the Janissaries are out of ammo, then it looks like the Latins might have free reign when it comes to range units anyway, that is something. That's definitely a benefit. Looks like we're going to see Venice and the Latins get attacked here. This player certainly is having this like Ottoman player certainly having a tough game. He's certainly having to play a bit more of a chess match. Artillery coming in, he needs to be careful not to hit his own city so he doesn't burn that to shreds. That would be the last thing he wants to do.
They're not done yet.
And yeah, here we go. First sort of assault on this flank now from this Ottoman army. And side shots from the crossbows here should help defeat some of these Janissaries, but we'll see. Over on this side here, looks like again artillery trying to burn up these Janissary gunners. Still missing. You want to aim for big blobs, not necessarily big blobs. That might be a better target now that that spear unit's just stood in the middle of them. This is what they're shooting at, the gunners and the archers here. They're trying to get this pole arm. Definitely don't want to just be throwing that into the street and just leaving it there. There you go, better hit. Hitting some of these gunners. Another one there, hitting more gunners. And yeah, the trebuchet is just going to keep shelling. It's worked out its range now. No, I say it's worked out its range. Missed that one. But yeah, good work from the trebuchet. Just needs to keep that up. Janissaries on this side with their silver chevron are making a difference in the fight against the Latins. Yeah, it's just sergeants, like Latins in here. I thought maybe Venice had sent some stuff over. Well, the sergeants look a bit like Fanti Damar.
The men are broken and
there you
running
go.
for their
I mean,
lives.
it looks like, yeah, archer ammo nearly spent. Looks like they're trying to withdraw, so they have like a little bit left for late game. I mean, there are going to be things like pole arms and other stuff they want to probably try and take out. So yeah, they need to save some ammo. Crossbows for the Latins to be working overtime, trying to even up some of these fights. This battle over here has gone in favor of the Latins as well. This amount of men at arms have done their bit. The archers, yet just shooting down these retreating Ottomans, and now it looks like the Great Bombard's going to mount up and they're going to start blasting on through. Another problem for the, so if we call them the Latin coalition, is that most of these hybrid units are decent in melee. So once they finish shooting at you, they'll just go into melee and do equally probably just a decent amount of damage there as well. Not bad hits into the Desmond Spear, definitely just like left and right of the actual formation. Of getting a clean hit on. That's not too bad. And looks like Cav. I think this is a Cav charge here from the Bastella. Yeah, just kind of charged in. Did some damage to gunners, but ultimately, not even gunners, it's just pole arms. They just charge pole arms and spears. Really odd move there, that's for sure. I mean, I've got the trebuchet moving. It looks like he's trying to take out maybe the bombarder. It also has just found a really good blob to hit here. Yeah, I mean, I'd definitely try and maybe hit the bombard crew or even just hit the canvas down behind. Not bad hits again, smashing into the Despot Spear, doing a lot of damage to that. Really nice. Keep that up, fellas. 0% settlement damage, but he has hit his own building now, so that will start to catch fire and spread. And that could be ultimately the doom of the Latins here today. It's a burning city caused by themselves. Hold the line, men! The Turks are coming. They're cowards, they're running. Oh, it's a really good hit though from the archery, smashing a hole into the formation. Really nice hit there. Yeah, that's something that the Venetians gonna have to endure. I probably wouldn't blob up 2 units like this, or maybe we just have that one little Latin unit just stood there. I wouldn't bother with anything else. Janissary starting to lose here. This is honestly, this battle here in this choke point is just a tug of war. There'll be hundreds of dead bodies under here. Archer fire now, it looks like it's more in support for the Latins. They're using their archers to just loop over the side, hit these Janissaries and various other units. Looks like they're going to pull out one Janissary, send in the other. Here they go. The elite axemen of the Sultan. Slave soldiers going into battle.
The unit is running from the enemy. Enemy units have rallied and returned to the battle.
If Venice can save Constantinople today, I feel like that's good retribution and sort of like they get some sort of like,
cowards,
you know, some honor back after destroying the city in 1204. They save it from the Turks. I feel like that's sort of they redeemed their sins of taking from the Byzantines. We'll see. These Janissaries here, they're getting hit pretty hard now by artillery. I wonder how many kills that trebuchet's got. It'll be interesting to see at the end. It's certainly missing quite a few shots now, I'd say. Lanciari here just getting focused down, looks like by artillery and archers. This amount of men-at-arms here doing their best. Well, I think the Janissary shock infantry is better than them. Really good hit there by artillery. I mean, that is just disgusting. It depends what you're rooting for. I'm kind of rooting for the Latins right now. It's a really good hit because look at that, it's routing units there. I mean, men-at-arms starting to waver though. They're going to need more reinforcements in it. Well, actually, they've got another healthy unit of men-at-arms in there. They should be okay. But yeah, what a tug of war that is. It looks like, yeah, the bombards are just trying to blast their way through. Do what damage they can. Yeah, it looks like the swords here, the Voynich swords and the Janissaries are going to break. And it looks like the Latins will hold on. Well done then. Looks like they're targeting the crossbows back here now, I think, maybe? Certainly shooting things further back of the bombards to avoid friendly fire. You can see, yeah, they're trying to just basically use cover. You see the shock infantry moving forward, trying to rout these units for once and for all. And in fact, they broke instead, which is quite funny that they, after being aggressive, they're like, ah, run away, run away. Thought they're going to try and hold the line. A cav charge is coming in. Might get broken up by their own troops. No, it does not. It goes pretty much all the way through. Is that similarly Scipii cav? I think that's what it is. It's certainly Scipii cav. Scipii, but there you go. Shock infantry going in. The swords might have taken the charge and taking the biggest of the hit. They might die here. At least the shock's in it to try and stabilize the situation. I mean, the gunners are just there, just being a pain for the Janissaries on this side. I just charge them. Hybrids going in.
Enemy units have been rallied.
One of my favorite looking units is this hybrid Janissary unit. Really just remind me of like the Ottoman Empire. It looks just perfect depiction. There you go, looks like the Lanciaries are going to be broken here and they're going to need some reinforcements soon, but it looks like actually a general sort of retreat's been called. After all the hard fighting in this choke point here, looks like, yeah, the Latins are going to be forced to retreat. And again, yeah, the Latins and the Venetians are retreating closer and closer to the Hagia Sophia and sort of like the Hippodrome here. So Yeah, it's not good, really, actually. Not good at all. Yeah, here we go. Shock infantry retreats, along with a healthy sword. The swords here that remain are going to waver and break. Get those crossbows back. You're going to need every last man we can get to defend the streets of Constantinople here. Swords can be sacrificed as the Vatastella comes in. They might try and still chase down these dismounted men at arms. There you go, the side. Yeah, there you go. Looks like they're going to get these guys as well. That is sad to see. They're going to get all those guys. There you go. The Knights of the Latin Empire here getting cut down by these Christian auxiliaries of the Turks. Oh, really nice hit though by the trebuchet there, getting a really good hit. It's an apocalypse behind there. I mean, I think actually most of the hits might have hit this street of buildings, but they don't care. It's still 0% fire damage. That looks like fire damage to me. That's definitely got to be a percentage. Yeah, it looks like now the Turks can move forward. I mean, they're going to need some support on this left flank here of the Turks. They're going to need some reinforcements. The Venetians have played a really good game so far. A game of attrition, really nice. The Latins certainly suffering a bit more. We've still got a hybrid. We've got some Scipii Cav here. Going forward. They've got like the best Cav available yet to be committed. Not like it needs to be committed either. Yep, they're just gonna. I mean, I guess they can use all their ammo. That's something, I guess. They can be like a missile unit. They can't really do much more. I guess they can try and get cycle charges. We'll get into that stage of the game where everywhere you go now, there's a polearm defending a choke point, and we also have handgunners and crossbows waiting. Yeah, it looks like Fort Knox here now for the Latins. They've got a really good defense lined up. And they can't go to time because the replay length was over 60 minutes. This is a battle to the death here for both the attackers and the defenders. Big blob up here of infantry. Whether that can be used, whether the trebuchets can focus that down, I don't know. But this square is looking like it'll be a prime target right now for hitting with trebuchets, because this looks like where they're going to just sort of muster up a lot of their troops before sending them into battle. But yeah, if the trebuchets can reach, I'd be trying to shoot for that sort of spot there. So obviously great bombard crews going in. Have these crossbows here wavering. Maybe they'll get broken by the bombard crew, which would be quite fun if they are. So we're seeing tier 1 foot chevaliers going, so they're sending in some swords again. I don't think these guys are necessarily going to beat tier 3 Ottomans, but they are heavy infantry, so who knows. Players who see these tier 1 stuff when you're playing like multi-tier games and think, oh, this is the most expensive sword, it must be the best. Not if your like opponents bring tier 3, you don't want to be bringing tier 1 necessarily, but yeah, it's unit might not last very long. Its general's already dead. I mean, it's not going to last against Janissary tier 3s like shock there.
This is a shameful
carved
display.
through those poor foot chevaliers. Gunners being moved up here, whether they're going to just start shooting in to try and like harass these polearms, I don't know. With no general as well, I mean, being shot at by gunners for this Latin army could be pretty detrimental. Might do a lot of damage to morale. So that guard archer's in as well. You can't miss them with their silly sort of headdress they've got going on there. The foot chevaliers aren't giving in.
Damn you!
There you go, foot chevaliers defeated. And now it's, I mean, it's not a bad hit by the Latin artillery, but definitely could have been better, could have been juicier. And yeah, the city's starting to burn 1%. Again, that one kind of overshooting, missing a lot of the hits there. There's a big blob of Ottomans here that needs to be dealt with, that's for sure. And yeah, the trebuchets are trying to get their shots in. Spears here trying to hold the line. I mean, their generals being dead, their morale is not going to be great. I just send in the Janissaries, will probably break through them pretty quickly. Very slow approach on this side here. Janissary like hybrids just harassing gunners and various other sort of like polearm units, trying to get sort of
the fire rises.
an advantage somewhere, but I don't know if they really can. Settlement is on fire by 1%. It's not really worth digging note at the moment, but it might get larger. Yeah, the Janissaries should carve through these spears. Whether they should like just let the Ottomans in a little bit, maybe make a bit of a U formation here. I maybe would do that, just so you think they can get maybe some better angles with crossbows. Might be a play. Might be a play. And they have the reserves at the moment, they could maybe give that a go. That might be an idea of something to try. 3,000 Ottomans against 2,800 Latins. The Ottomans are starting to edge out a small numerical advantage. I mean, also it's going to be helped by things like Venetian infantry looking the wrong way. Why these guys are looking the wrong way, I do not know. It seems to... No, they haven't even rectified it now. Well, these will be the easiest kills these Janissaries get all day, with these Venetians looking the wrong way. And they're refusing to turn around. They're like, no, we will keep our back to you. That's what we think to do. We'll turn our back on you. Pretend you're not there. Yeah, better sending in more infantry now. I think he's still not realised the speed is the wrong way. Just sending in the Phantom Damar, which might be enough to hold these hybrids in place. I mean, that push forwards over here maybe just to be a bit of a problem. Then see if you can get side shots with these heavy crossbows into the side of this big blob that's starting to form up here. That would be maybe a play. You could always put the polearm into this fight as well, and then have the spear push up down the road here. That would be my move, but we'll see. Let's see what they do. Artillery narrowly missing the Ottomans there, the Ottoman gunners. They could hit those gunners pretty square on. That would be a big win as well. I don't want to see a single Pavis unit with ammo left by the end of this game. They should have no ammo. Like, I can't exaggerate how important those crossbows are going to be as this game goes on. Janissaries here are still dying. There you go, he's falling back. And they're going to need to think up a new plan now to try and break through here. The Cav's not going to be of any use as polearms doing most of those choke points. Maybe the Grenadiers, but they probably will get focused down. It looks like they are going to try and use the gunners to try and shoot up these polearms, try and weaken them up, but they're going to fall them back. Now it's swords in the choke point, and they, I think, are going to be aggressive and try and rush these gunners here. And they might actually get them, I think, by the looks of it, because the Ottoman player is not paying attention. And yet, there you go, the Latin player is going to get the jump on them, and he's going to kill those gunners. And it looks like the handgunners will get out of there. There is going to be a charge, I think, by the Scipii Cav here. The Chevaliers might continue, and they're actually going to catch the Cav as well. Deny them a charge. Equally a good response there by the Latins. Probably was the right one. Just continue, see if they could just stop the Scipii Cav from getting a charge off by sort of shielding the gunners Oh, but look at that. This player here has fallen back. I didn't realize. And obviously the Latin player here didn't realize either. And just got his foot Chevrolet unit surrounded by the Scipii cab. I don't know why he's fallen back there. Why he thought that was a necessary move as well. I feel like he was holding there, just fine in that archway. Yeah, that seems bizarre of a place to fall back. But he's done it nonetheless. And whether he wants to just... I don't know. I don't know what the play is. What they are trying to do with the Scipii cab getting hit by artillery a little bit, but not too badly. Do not know. Definitely could have held here, but instead the Ottomans are now running through it, and they're going to turn this square into, I don't know, a mosque or something like that, maybe. Somehow the Ottomans have also got around the backs of these spears and fancy Damar. Luckily, those spears looking the wrong way has actually helped them out, because they're not being surrounded. And the pole arms here are kebabbing those janissaries. And I'm sure those janissaries know one or two things about a kebab. We're doing getting a charge. If Venice's general's knocking about, which he is, they could maybe go for a charge with him. 26 cav. And a dream. I feel like, you know, you could maybe give that a go. Charge back at these spears in this hybrid here. Looks like also the pole arms are going to be maybe committed to this this option here. And the gunners are going to just about stop that cav charge in its tracks. Blastella there being focused on by gunners. And gunners slow cav charge speeds down.
Our men have given up and are running for their lives.
Cav did actually, the Venetian general did manage to help out the units there. They've actually routed most of the Ottomans as well. Again, the Ottomans still struggling on this left flank. I'd say out of the two sides, the left flank is by far and away the weakest. It looks like the Ottomans are going to bide their time, push forward. Artillery really focusing down these janissaries. And in they go again. Janissaries going in against, oh, it's not janissaries, it's not Baltisi Guard. Even worse unit descending against Polans. A light shock infantry. Not really the right answer, I feel, to try and break through these guys. But the Ottomans are giving it a go. Guess they don't want to send their own billmen in just yet.
Of this unit now.
Yeah, the halberd should hold here for a little while. Well, I say that actually, they're already losing. Third of Latasisi though, I guess, so these are doing something to those halberds. Oh, sorry, here. That's a better hit onto the Solar Guard Arch there, really good hit. Should also do with hitting this cavalry is just back here. Waiting very healthily out of 48 of riders left. And look at this. Venice being super aggressive and has managed to actually push back the Turks on this flank here.
Send them screaming to the outside.
There you go. Venice just about still has a general as well. He's down to 16 riders left. But yeah, the Ottomans are now actually falling back on this left flank here, and they're actually just going to move over to the right side. And the Venice can do the same pretty much. They can just shift over their forces here and just go and help the Latins out trying to defend there now. Keep up the good work, pole arms. Keep poking away. Nasty guard, I'd imagine, as this battle goes on, start to die. Yep, already are. The pole arms are now winning. All of a sudden, the Ottoman plan is starting to unravel ever so slightly. It's like another big sort of base of operations where the trebuchet can just sort of lob an artillery, like a volley over the side here and just do some damage. I don't know. Waiting at the end of the street for these Ottomans is another pole arm. Of course, we've got gunners and a halberd. And they can also, and I was going to say, they can set up more crossbows here than they are. Setting up crossbows on this sort of like street above the street that the Ottomans need to run down. And yeah, they can do some decent volleys there. Again, the pole arm's losing. Very strange fight. They're losing a fight. There he is. Just normal infantry. It might be Ottoman normal infantry. Still all normal infantry. Yeah, the pole arms are about to die. The sergeants are slowly getting stuck in there. It actually looks like Venice is going to be super aggressive here. Maybe, in fact, even try and flank the Ottomans here. That might work in favor of the Ottomans because they might be able to get some hammer and anvil. So certainly squash some units between cav. It looks like they're just pushing forward with the gunners right now, trying to drop some of these cav units. Not a bad move either. Killing a couple of riders, but nothing too insane. With 13 minutes left of the game, I mean, it's 2,300 against 2,200. Very close when it comes to numbers. Again, I just like to say the Latins still haven't got balance power in their favor. It's still pretty much where we left off. And the pole arms here, they're starting to lose. That charge from the Janissaries here, yeah, is devastating. It seems like pole arms here can't even deal with Janissaries in this game. Still got a dismount men-at-arms going. But once he's been committed, there isn't much in reserve here, really. And most of the reserves are with Venice on the attack. So yeah, just keep on fighting away, boys. The healthy pole arm now going in. Venice looks like he's in danger of slightly getting himself boxed in, maybe. The Sultan over here, he's just, I guess, maybe moving forward. He's probably going to start shooting with his arrows. Gunners coming forward once again. They still need to kill a Ottoman general off to really do some damage to morale here. There you go, the Azap's going in. Actually, it's the Azaps. No, it's not. It's just some random infantry. Polearm still holding on. At this point, there isn't a lot to really commentate on. It's just a slugfest as both sides fight for the city, fight for their chance to become owners of Constantinople.
The men are broken and are fleeing.
Janissaries here are being stopped in their tracks by the dismounted men-at-arms. A healthy polearm has also appeared, ready to go in. And it looks like the crossbows here have done their bit, lobbing our arrows over the side, having to help break the Janissaries. fulfillment of the Janissaries losing to the pole arms of Latin Empire. They are actually, the Janissaries, look like they're going to break through one line of pole arms. Doesn't look like they're going to necessarily win against the other one. Yeah, that's not a good sign. It might be turned around very shortly. You can see the Grenadiers here are getting ready. They're obstructed at the moment, I think, with the Battle in the way. And they're going to just go in. I think they're going to just blow up friend and foe here to try and break through. Here we go, Grenadiers going in, throwing one in. There's some more grenades going off. Well, they might be doing more damage. There we go. Grenadier volley did a lot of damage. I think they're actually aiming at the Pavis back here, trying to break them. Artillery trying to hit the Nafatoons. Looks like we're going to see the Ballistari go into melee. Just trying to help hold this line. Maybe almost try. I think they're going to try and just break all these guys and then get to the front and try and get to these Nafatoons. And they can break this Janissary pretty soon. And with the Grenadiers throwing in, they're probably going to break the Janissaries. And there you go. The Nafatoons have to run for their lives. They're going to get chased by the Latin crossbows. Not really a lot here actually to help with this push. And as you can see, Venice is in all sorts of issues over here. Venice is having to commit to this general. We've got swords in here with the shock infantry. It's looking very interesting right now. The Ottomans have fallen back and then sprung a bit of a trap here on Venice. They've overcommitted. The Lanciari here getting side charged. And the polearms, they're killing off these hybrids. Easy for them, but they're about to get side charged potentially by the Sultan here. There you go. Venice's general has. There's the Latin general. Sorry, that's routed. I don't know where Venice is. It's still alive, actually, thankfully. Okay, so that's not so bad, maybe. It's send forward their shock infantry here. Oh, geez, that polearm's dead. That's very dead. The Sultan getting a great charge there, and there you go. That's a little bit too much boldness there from the Venetians. It's actually cost them. They pushed up the street here. It looks like a... oh no, it's the same general there, just died. And then we're going to see maybe a new assault here by the looks of it. The Ottomans are moving forward with some shock infantry, some axe infantry, and some shock cav. They might try and just blast their way through that defense there. They might be able to, you never know. And it looks like, yeah, the center street is done very well. It's held. Also looks like here they might have held as well. Yeah, it looks like the polearms here are going to defeat the Janissaries. There's gunners and also a great bombard being wheeled forward. But I would have thought the crossbows would come into range soon with the great bombard and just focus the crew down. That's what I do. It's 30 guys, just kill them. No, it's not that difficult. And I think we're about to see a charge now from CPI Cav. No, I thought they were going to do it, but they did not. They changed their minds. The Trebuchet, I think, is trying to hit these CPI Cav here. Narrowly missed them. On all occasions, really, there. This one might get a better hit. Yeah, that's a better hit onto the CPI Cav there, doing some damage to them. I don't know what they're aiming at here. They're just hitting their own city. Stop burning your own city, man. Venice, though, is in a little bit of trouble here. He's being pushed hard now by the Ottomans. His halberds actually are losing into the Janissaries. Stabilizing maybe now. They're going to have to start sending in their crossbows into melee soon. Just to give them numbers, because the Janissaries are already doing... Well, the Ottomans are already doing that with their Janissaries. Already sending in their hybrid units into melee. I mean, a crossbow unit, a heavy crossbow, is pretty much as good as a hybrid, I'd say, in melee. Maybe slightly worse off, but they've got good armor, a big shield. This is looking concerning over here as well, this cav charge. Looks like it's been pretty devastating here. The Blastella broke through into the shock infantry behind, also now having to try and brace and hold this line back. Serbian cav here doing their bit. serving their Ottoman overlords well. See there, yeah, the Vlasta now starting to lose, as is the Axe Infantry. The General coming over here. We've got a Sultan moving over here. He looks like he's going to try and break through. But yeah, it looks like the Venetians earlier being very, very successful in their fight, and now actually going to be the undoing of this defense potentially. They're retreating their gunners, but they haven't got much else that they can get out of here. Their General maybe, but yeah, their crossbows are going to get chased down here by Cav. That is not looking good.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
This amount of men at arms again successful in holding this street. It's getting filled with dead Ottomans. Scipii Cav here getting chopped down, I think, by the shock infantry. Also, looks like the artillery is doing far too much damage to its own city. Men at arms now having to struggle up against these billmen. And all the ammo that they seem to have left, the defenders seem to have gone. I don't know where these crossbows will disappear to. Good hit there into the billman. I'd say the first one definitely hit just billman, but the second couple have definitely hit just men at arms. And that might just have destroyed this men at arm unit. Yeah, it's down to 29. It was a full unit not long ago. That's broken. Oh, that's painful to see. Now this street's open. It looks like we're going to see a Latin general get thrown in to try and stop any sort of further advances. Scipii Cav here will probably just, well, I was going to say actually the Scipii Cav should lose. It looks like that general tier 2 against tier 3. Looks like this could be close, you know. And yeah, it actually looks like I think we're going to see the death of that Latin general. We might see a mass rout soon. There's another Latin polearm being shifted over here. Looks like this street's pretty much finished with its engagement, and we're now going to see sort of the reconcentration over here. Numbers wise, it's 900 against 600 defenders. It's super close. Still no generals dead for the Ottomans. They've kept theirs all alive. I mean, he just charged his general there into a polearm. That's just suicidal from the Latin general there. That's him dead, if not just routed. The trebuchet here working in overtime, trying to rout these polearms here. They are, doing God's work right now. Move these polearms forward, you can probably reconquer this street. Whether they have the means to, but yeah, the Turks are coming in from other directions now. The generals are arriving. The gunners are going to have to try and mount up in a street and just hope to try and blast their way through. But I don't think they're going to get a chance. It is looking very dire right now. I mean, yeah, I'd pull the polearms out and defend over this side. The gunners and the crossbows here might be enough to hold these guys back with the support of the trebuchets. They maybe got one more volley in them. This one does not. This one's now out of ammo, but the other one might have one more volley. So we've got one more healthy Janissary billman to come up and risk it all. There's actually a whole Despot Spear as well that's just been left back here for some reason. Why are you still here, guys? Give forward. There you go, Ottoman Sultan going in. I don't know why I keep calling the Ottomans just the Janissaries. There are a lot of Janissaries here. These are certainly not any Janissaries. This is a Sultan. Sultan of the Ottoman Empire. He's helped rout, it looks like a Pabis crossbow. Probably cycle charge at the moment. Yeah, looks like the Latins are maybe just about going to fail to hold this city, but it's going to be mightily close. We'll see. It could also go wrong with a couple of good volleys. With a minute left, it's hard to see the Latins turning this one around. There you go, the halberds of the Ottomans. One last hurrah, one last charge. General's dead for his polearm unit, and they're just shooting into the back of their own polearms with the musketeers here, the handgunners. That's not going to help morale for their own polearms. Good volley there though by the gunners into that Sultan. That might actually help them win that fight. You never know. The general here got a decent side charge. He might die though on the retreat. He's wavering because of army losses. He needs to be careful. Actually, we're seeing a whole mass rout now because of army losses, and there you go. with just under 800 men left, the Ottomans are going to claim
The tide of battle
Constantinople.
turns in our favor.
And what a siege that was. I hope you guys did enjoy watching that one. It certainly was a fun one. We'll end the battle and have a quick look at the end results. This was sent in by Knight05, playing as one of the Ottoman armies. So thank you very much, man, for sending this one in. His general got 264 kills before he fell. His Janissary shock infantry getting 179 kills, 176, 151. And then he's got his gunners with 114 kills. His cav actually got 92 kills, which isn't too shabby. And then his Great Bombard getting 160 kills, which isn't too bad either. Then we have veteran Ghazi playing as the second Ottoman army, 131 kills here with his general. His Baltisi Guard getting 188 kills. His Azaps getting 135 kills, 103, which isn't bad for them, I guess. His Archers 97 kills. His Cav down here getting 176, 166, and then we have VO playing as the final Ottoman army. His shock infantry 213 kills. It's still very healthy. His Vatasisi getting 121 kills. His Cav 194, 119 kills. The Grenadiers getting 92 kills. Then we have Rio playing as the Latin Empire, or one of them anyway. His general did survive a bit longer than the other one, but only getting 8 kills. 138 kills and 107 with the pole arms is very good though. 173 kills with his Ballistari crossbows here. Is 111 and 106 with those ones, and the Trebuchet getting 103 kills. We have Shed Light playing as the other Latin Empire army. His general getting 32 kills before he fell. His shock did well though, 226 kills, 143. His polearms 88 kills. His Pavis getting 140 kills. And his Trebuchet getting 97 kills. Then we have RWX playing as Venice, and yeah, his shock infantry got 129 kills. 94 kills. His crossbows getting 133, 137, and his trebuchet getting 93 kills. And really, he should have just stayed in his position. Pushing out was his doom in the end. But there you go, guys. That is today's siege battle. I hope you did enjoy this 12-12 AD clash. If you want to see some more, do check out the ones appearing on your screen now. But until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.